Hello YouTube, this is CyberKnight 610 and another discussion video. This discussion will be over Allied Justice. A lot of people wanted me to discuss this archetype, very cool archetype, and I think mainly these discussion videos will be over um, dual terminal archetypes. You know, here and there may be one from a regular pack, but it just depends how good that archetype is. Just because dual terminal archetypes are just really interesting, I think. Or that's just my opinion on that. So yeah, if there's like a discussion of an archetype you want me to go over, please let that in the comments. Although I have like four others besides this one to go over as it is. So yeah. Alright, let's get on with this one. Ally Mind, I thought I'd go over it. I know it's not a very good card, of course. It's a tuner that's level 5, so that right there is just and being a normal monster. But since it is kind of the artwork of all the Allied Justice monsters, it's like the core. I guess you could say it like powers them up or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I think yeah, we have it now in dual terminal number 2. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm mainly going over the ones that are coming out for us either sooner or I think there's like one that hadn't come out yet that I'm going over. Of course, I can't go over all the cards in this set, this archetype and all that too. So remember that. So yeah, Allied Justice Gara Garlandharg, or I don't know how you pronounce that. It's crazy. And if you guys know me, I can't pronounce names of cards very good at all. If this card battles a light monster, it gains 200 attack during the damage step. So that's kind of interesting. And as you will notice too, a lot of, all the Allied Justice monsters are made to like counteract the worm monsters. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of like, the worms are evil, Allied Justice are the good guys or something. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's something you'll notice whenever I read the effects. And I'm just going to read the effects and names too, because I think you guys can tell the stars and attacks and stuff from the quality of the video. Hopefully it's good enough quality. Allied Justice Catastor, one that we probably all use. I know I do. And he needs a tuner and one or more non-tuners to bring him out. And if he battles a non-dark monster, destroy the monster without applying damage. So that's pretty interesting. Pretty cool too. Allied Justice Nullifier. The effects light monsters that battle this card are negated. So that's pretty interesting. Not much to really say on him. Allied Justice Enemy Catcher. And when this card's normal summon, you can gain control of one face-down defense position monster your opponent controls until the end phase of the turn. So that's kind of interesting. As you can tell, that is, exactly what would hurt the worm monsters. So yeah, it's really weird looking art. Allied Justice Decisive Armor. Really cool looking. And I believe we will get it like either in dual terminal 3 or 4. And it will probably be in our Hidden Arsenal number 3, which has already been announced that we're going to get Hidden Arsenal number 3, although the whole list of number 2 hasn't been out. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. So I believe that he'll be in Hidden Arsenal number 3, though. Really cool looking. Just looks really mean, but, what's it, for 10 star. And it's pretty hard to bring out. It needs 1 tuner and 2 or more non-tuners, which, you're gonna kind of have to do that anyway, almost. If your opponent controls a face-up light monster, you can select and activate one of the following effects once per turn. You can destroy a set card your opponent controls, send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard to draw a spell and trap card your opponent controls, send all cards from your hand to the graveyard to look at your opponent's hand, and send all light monsters to the graveyard, and then inflict damage to your opponent equal to the combined attack of all monsters sent this way. That's pretty evil, and I could actually see that last effect kind of working with Infernities, because you get rid of your hand. So yeah. Dangerous looking thing. And I think my last one I'm going over, my Allied Justice, is Field Marshal. We just got this guy, and he will be in Hidden Arsenal number 2. It's one I'm looking for as well, so if any of you guys have it, please contact me. I will trade for it, of course. I really like it. It looks cool. It requires a 2 and 2 or more non-tuners. What is it? A 9 star. And this card cannot be special summoned except by a synchro summon. When this card destroys a face-down defense position monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, the controller of the card draws 1 card. So it's kind of interesting. I wish the attack stat was a little higher. It looks really cool though. I mean, I just kind of like some of these Allied Justice monsters. And dual terminal synchro monsters to me, I don't know. And dual terminal cards really in general, I probably say this every time, but they just have better art. I don't know why that is, but it just seems like they really put a lot more into it. So yeah, it's really cool looking. like I said, if any of you guys have it, I will trade for it, as long with along with all these other dual terminal 2 cards, because I don't really have it. I don't have any dual terminal 2 cards, which is kind of sad. So yeah, trade them to me. I value them more now. I will value them less, of course, when Hidden Arsenal number 2 comes out. So, by the way, if you have dual terminal cards, you might want to get rid of them before Hidden Arsenal number 2, if you want to, use them for good trade bait and stuff. So yeah, that's it for the discussion. What do you think of this archetype? Will it be the next top deck? Will it not? Just let me hear your opinions. Has this won your region, your regionals or whatever, in your tournaments that are local to you? Locals, I guess you could say. I hadn't been on the tournament scene in a while, so I don't know the little lingo. So I have to relearn some of that. So yeah, just put in the comments what you think of this archetype and what you think the future of it, if it could even actually be a top tier deck. Alright, and that's all. Bye, YouTube.